LPS teachers and staff, I'm going to show you guys how to use the flat panel interactive screen. And there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy in some of these because not all of the schools have the same flat panel screens. Some have a little more updated ones, so they have different options, and sometimes the buttons might be a little bit different, but overall they have kind of the same settings and the same setup. So we're going to go ahead and use this one here, our new line, and I'm going to first show you the power button. So the power button is the little circle button down here at the bottom, and when it's turned off, it has a little red glow to it. So when I push it, turn it on, it's going to turn blue, and then it should turn green. And it's going to come on. We're going to wait for it to start up. It could take a little second. While we're waiting on that to set up, I want to tell you that there are two different types. Besides the variational standard, you could have one with a computer brain in it, or you would have one that doesn't have a computer in it. And how you can tell that, there's a couple of different ways how you can tell if it has a brain or if it doesn't. So if you come to the side and kind of glance to behind it, on the top part, if it has a brain, you're going to see a box inserted. It's a black box with lights and cords and things where you can plug it in. If it doesn't have a brain, you're going to have just a flat panel back here that looks like it could have a box put in it, but there's nothing there, so you have no cords. Down at the bottom, there are other plugins on this side, so don't get confused. You still have plugins even if you don't have a brain, but with the brain, you would have double the plugins and double the space. So now we've got the TV on and started. All you have to do is, of course, press the start. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this. This here has all of our options that we need. So we know that this one has the brain. The other reason you can tell, it says it has the built-in PC. If you didn't have the built-in PC or the brain, you have these buttons on the side, and they're either gonna have the Windows button or it'll say PC. If you click it and it just says waiting and has a little black circle, that means it can't hook up to that. That's because it doesn't have one. All right, so this one does have a built-in PC, so we can click that to show us what's on here, or we could just go to the button on the side, the little toolbar on the side, which has the Windows or the PC, and we could click it and it would take us straight into the onboard computer. So as we wait for that to start, if you're a new teacher or you come into a new room, you might come in and set up the TV and it's going to do something like this. Okay, so this is somebody else. This isn't me. So if you come in to get a computer or a TV and you turn it on, it has some other teacher's name on it, don't panic. You can change it, and I'm going to show you how. But before you can, you have to know you have internet. You can tell if you have internet whether or not you have bars down here. If you have a little circle that looks like a globe, you don't have internet. You need to tap on the globe or the bars and make sure you're connected. And you can connect to LPS staff. Your username is just your email address and your password is your email password. Okay, we're already connected, so I'm going to go off of here. To change the name, I'm just going to go to other user. And then I'm going to put in my email address. And then I'm going to put in my password, just my email password. Then you're going to hit the arrow to start it in. Now it's going to bring me up. Now the next time you turn it on, it'll come on with your name and not the other teachers, because now you've just set it up. So the first time you do it, it's going to do the hi, hello. We've got some updates and things that we've got to do for yours, so that way that can get it set up for your account. So this might take a couple seconds. While it's doing that, I want to show you that if you don't have a built-in computer and you need to plug your computer in so that way you can use the computer on here, all you have to do is take your laptop, and you need two cords. You need the HDMI cord, which most people know what an HDMI cord is, and then you need the touch cord. Now, some of the screens have the touch cord that looks like a USB, and some of them have the touch cord that looks like the end of a printer cord. Okay, so I'm going to plug these into my computer, my laptop. So that way when I need it, I can go back and I'll show you how that works, where now I'm plugged in. So actually it just popped all the way up, and now we've got this logged in to my computer. So if I want to go back to the onboard computer instead of this, I can do it by two ways. I can click the home button and go back, or I can click the Windows button and go back to the online computer. So I'm going back to the built-in PC, okay? I'm logged in, but I'm paused for my Google. You want to make sure that you are signed into your Google, so that way you can do whatever you need to do on here. So I'm going to log in. This is a different email. So here's a good learning tip. If you don't have the keyboard down here and you need to type, and you can't get a keyboard to pop up, you can hold your finger down here and then let go. Oops. Maybe. There we go. And you should have all of these pop up, all your little tools you can pop up. Make sure you click on the Show Touch Keyboards, so that way when you come off, you'll have this keyboard that'll stay down here at the bottom and you won't have to look for it anymore. So I'm going to tap on my keyboard so I can type. That is my home, my personal Google account, and I've got to make sure I'm logged in to my school email account. Okay, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna put my password in. I think I sufficiently hid so you guys couldn't see my password. Okay, so now I should be logged in, should be unpaused, because we're not going to be on this person anymore. We're going to have mine. So now I have my account, my things up here. So if I want to go into the Google Drive and pull up a worksheet or something that I've made, I can just do that. I'll go into let's do a back to school thing if I wanted to do that now. If you pull up something that you want to write on the internet or anything else, there's a couple of choices. So on your little toolbar on the side, we went over what the Windows is, the PC, and the house, but we didn't go over the top two. So the top button is a little pencil, looks like, with a board. If you click that, it's basically going to give you a clear sheet over whatever you have on the board, whether it's a video, a worksheet, anything you have on here, it's going to put a clear thing on it. And now I can't go anywhere else. It's not going to let me go anywhere, but what it's going to do is it's going to let me write on this board. So now I can write on top of this. I can do commentary if I'm watching a video. I can do all of that. Let's see. If I want to highlight, we have a highlighter. And you can change the color and the sizes. So now I can highlight. This is an eraser. So if I wanted to erase. The broom is if you want to erase everything you've just done. It's going to ask you, do you want to clear all your notes or no? The arrow back will just let you go back from whatever you just did. Okay? And you also have a screenshot button. Some of them have this, some of them don't have it in the same way. But you will have a way to take a screenshot of whatever you just did, and it'll save it into your files. Okay? If you want to look at all the things you've done, there's a little one here that shows you everything you've taken pictures of lately, and you can go back to those, or you can delete them, or you can get out of here. To get off of this so you can start moving again and you can start changing, you just click that same button, the one with the pencil and the board. It's going to take a picture, and now I can go and do other things. So I can go to a new site or a new tab. So this works whether or not it's a video, a worksheet, or anything, you can do that. The next thing I want to show you is the second tool from the top on your side toolbar, and it's a little, it looks like a marker, a pencil. This is your chalkboard or your blackboard, however you want to call it. When you click it, sometimes it'll come up this color. It has different options. A lot of people don't like this color, And right now it's on eraser, so I'm going to go back to pencil. Some people don't like the green. If you want to change your background, you have a little plus sign. If you tap it once, it's just going to give you another page. If you hold your finger down on it, it's going to let you change the color, the background on that. Click OK. Now I have writing paper. It has grid paper and all those things like that. Okay, so that's how you do that. And from here you can write, take notes, do all those things you want to do, and then you can be done. So if I want to go back home, which home is our friend, you can go to the home button here, or if you ever lose your little things, there's always a home button here. And if you do 2 fingers from about where your new line words are, can go up. Well, let me get off of here. Nothing there on me. Let's go back to the home button. So I'm not writing. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, on most of them, if you do that and pull up, there's a new toolbar. This one is not letting me do it. I'm sure I'm just not holding my thumb right. Okay, well, that's how you do it on most of them. This one is not letting me. It may need to be cleaned. That's another thing. Your sensors are right here at the bottom. If it's dusty or dirty, sometimes it may not do as well touch-wise. So you can keep those clean that way. If you ever need to plug in your Elmo or anything else, you can plug them into the front or the side. When you do that, when you plug something in, you can see on the home screen, these will turn white, whatever you plug something in. So if I plug something in the front, this will be white. If you want to find out what it is, all you have to do is click on it. So I'm going to click on the rear HDMI. It's going to show me that it's my laptop, okay? And then all I have to do is tap on it. Now, if you don't have a brain in your computer and you need to use your laptop to plug it in, and you would like to work on your computer while the students are doing something on here, all you have to do is go to display, and go to extend. You can pull over what you want them to use over here while you're doing something else on your computer. It doesn't interact and it's not going to stop you or interact or interfere with whatever they're doing. Okay, so we've gone over the toolbars, the Wi-Fi, the blackboard, how to get internet, how to use if you have an onboard computer or not, and the power button. So I think that pretty much sums up how to use the interactive panel flat screens. Like I said, there's some variations because there's different TVs around the district. If you have any questions or you need some help, please feel free to call me or email me, doris.bigler@lawtonps.org. Have a great day.